Welcome to This Week in ZA. I'm Coded.
I'm Chad.
We're going to talk about some pizza, talk about some technology, get up some shenanigans. Let's get into it.
Go ahead. This is Valentino's Chicken Bacon Ranch, my personal favorite from there.
I did not know that. Now they've got a pepperoni cream cheese.
Okay.
That's going to be hard to beat for
Okay.
me personally.
Okay.
But I do like a good CBR. Any modifications to this thing or just
Nope,
straight up?
straight up. This is my favorite from there.
They don't have things that say Valentino's on them?
Ooh.
-1.
Yeah, what is it? It's like completely unbranded.
Pretty good. It's very solid. So there's no marinara sauce,
No marinara, which helps.
ranch and cheese,
Yep.
and bacon.
Yep.
I didn't get any chicken though.
Because I do think the marinara sauce is the weakest part of their pizza. Everything else is better than people think, but it's the marinara that,
Well, they've got a very sweet sauce.
yeah. You have to like that or you're not going to like pizza.
Right. Is that a Midwestern thing? Really sweet pizza sauce?
No.
I feel like all the local joints also have very sweet sauce.
Okay, we'll have to try. What's the one on South Street?
Paisanos.
Paisanos.
That's the sweetest one.
Really? They're even sweeter than this?
I think so.
Oh wow, I like Paisanos.
Paisanos is very Valentino's. Like every time I've had a Paisano pizza, it's just like a slight variation on something I've had at Valentino's.
Okay, it's a good pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of one of the standard questions we'll ask a lot of people, and kind of what was their biggest mistake they've made in software?
Yeah. I feel like you've probably got more, so you should go first.
That's probably fair. I have a lot.
You
So
can't
tr-
say higher than me.
Okay. And we can't talk about this moment here. Could it classify as our biggest moment?
What do you mean?
Our biggest mistake?
Not getting napkins?
Oh, and napkins. Cody just left to get napkins. For me, one of my favorite ones is
This is why we need a producer to hand the napkins over.
we do need a producer. We could have had Lisa do that, but I think she would have killed me.
Have you met that Todd guy?
And I did have met that Thai guy. He swears too much. We're trying to put this on like things like Career Pathway. We've got to minimize the swearing.
I can do that.
Yeah, they have a filter in that software called the Chad filter, so we'll see how well it works. A big one for me was years ago we had to upload these tile caches, tons of images into the cloud, like terabytes of images, and they're all like a bunch of small, things for maps and whatnot. Took like days to get them uploaded to the cloud. I still remember we got it all uploaded and I was working on it one night. I was like, I was gonna send an email about how we finally got this uploaded and it's all working.
Mm-hmm.
The button that was right next to done and kind of marked it as complete was right next to the delete button. And there was no confirmation on that delete button. I went straight from thinking I was gonna write the victory email to going, oh no, it deleted. And that when you delete like a container in Azure on blob storage, it happens in an instant. There is no way to stop it or anything. It is all gone
Wow.
in an instant. So like 3 days of uploads was gone in an instant. I instead had to send an email out later that night going, everything uploaded. I deleted it, accidentally. Starting to upload again. 3 days later, we had it in there. That was again, anytime you're working in a production environment, it's a little risky.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
So you're uploading that stuff directly into prod.
Yeah.
All right, so then the other mistake's going to be how do you not do that again? Or the other question to this?
We added a confirmation to that dialogue, to that
So
button.
simple.
Yeah, it was. Now these were back-end tools only used by the developers and people kind of working on the system. But that no confirmation dialogue really bit us. Now it wasn't that big a deal. We were able to re-upload because we had the source material, but
Sure.
3 days of uploads is not something you won't really want to go through a lot.
Yeah, that's got some sting to it.
Yeah.
Was that something that pushed back a bunch of timelines then, or?
Not a lot from, well, I mean, we probably had to tell a customer, hey, we thought we were going to go live on like a Wednesday, and it was like now the next following Monday or something, it took another 3 days. So there was probably some minor impact, but it was a tiny bit, you're like, oh, moment.
Didn't like cripple the system for 3 days.
3
straight.
days. No, it wasn't to the cripple one, but I always remember that one because there was that moment where I clicked the button and just stared at it, going, "Oh no, that was bad."
That's fair.
What about you?
Well, I thought about it for a while. I don't have any, so.
That's good.
No, I'm sure you remember this one, but this was during the pandemic. I was working out of my basement office with no sunlight. So, needless to say, by the end of any day, I got very punchy and ready to not be down in the basement. And I was working on a mobile app, specifically iOS, and I don't like iOS development. I don't like anything Apple development. So I was not in a good mood for being in the basement. I was having to work on iOS development, and I got handed a really tough problem that nobody else could figure out for this mobile app around notifications. So in the process of testing this thing, I was putting in a bunch of test notifications saying things like, "I hate iOS development. Why would anyone ever use a Mac? This iPhone can burn." All these fun things, right? And then somebody says, "Hey," on Teams, "are you working on notifications right now?" "Yeah, I'm not having a good time. How are you?" "Well, those are all going out to production users right now." So nobody told me that the QA database and the production database were the same database, and that if you put anything into QA, it will have ramifications in production.
Oh,
Which doesn't make any sense to me,
Yep.
and it also doesn't make sense you wouldn't tell somebody when onboarding them onto that project, but needless to say, I sent a lot of very odd notifications to a couple thousand users of this product. And they were all very concerned that they were getting hacked and that there was a data breach, and so there had to be an explanation email going out saying, "No, we've had a punchy developer locked in his basement
for too long."
Yeah, so they don't let me touch iOS notifications after that.
Mobile notifications are always more painful
Yeah,
than people think it would be.
I feel like they could be a lot easier, and we found easier ways with certain services for it, but that was just not a good time. I don't remember exactly what resource we were using for it, and I don't remember what the fix was or why it was.
All right. This is our first episode. We're going to talk a lot of different things, but I think one of the bigger things we can do is all the guests or potential guests.
Right, because we're going to call them out now.
Yeah, we're going to call them out now. Yeah. Some of them will probably say no. I really want to get Todd to come on, but I just don't know if that's going to be possible.
Yeah, he's a hard guy to get.
He's a hard guy to get.
Talk to his agent.
Yeah, talk to his agent. Who else could we get?
Doug.
I think he'd be good to talk about. He has some good battle stories. I think it'd be really good. And
Yeah, Todd, I bet, has a couple good battle stories too.
Todd has really good battle stories. I
Yeah.
guarantee. Todd, again, we're gonna have to work on the filtering.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to do a lot of bleeping, but
Yep. So these are all old school people.
yep.
Do we want new school?
Oh yeah, we need some newer people.
All right. How about Jack?
Yes, absolutely.
Fresh
Jack's.
perspective coming to our house.
I like that one.
He likes pizza.
He's pretty funny as well.
Okay, this could be a wild card.
Okay,
We could get the intern Cajun,
Cajun, as he likes to be called.
and get a really weird pizza and make him eat it.
Does he have like really narrow food?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
I don't think he eats anything green, stuff like that.
I like that. Maybe him and I are kindred souls.
True, actually. So I'm gonna make both of you suffer.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I don't want to do that either. Especially if it has green stuff on the pizza.
I mean, anyone in Needle we could force to do,
Everyone in Needle.
and the same show. It's just the Needle show.
Yeah, let's do a Needle show. I 100% on that.
Jack, Olivia, and the two interns.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, and I was actually thinking, sorry, people maybe don't know what Needle stands for, but there's also Pathways.
Mm-hmm.
We could be doing something with a lot of the Pathways people potentially as
true.
well. That might be difficult because some are remote.
Yeah, but if they come in for graduation celebration.
Ooh, yes, we could do that. That might be later. That'd be later in the year.
Yeah. How about something on the business side, like a Bill?
Yeah, Bill could be pretty funny.
Okay.
He eats pretty much anything though, so we can pick up any pizza there.
Sure. I think that's gonna be pretty safe with most people.
Doug will eat pretty much anything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody who's like a different role that people don't normally get exposure to that we could try. QA, or I'm thinking project integrators. We could try a project.
Jamie's pretty feisty.
Jamie's
Jamie on the
feisty,
show.
and that could be a good one. That could be a
Yeah.
good one.
She swears a lot too.
again, filters.
Yeah,
Filters.
If we could get her to stop talking about Futurama for 5 minutes, I feel like we get some good material there.
I think we have to have realistic goals. That's kind of, otherwise,
Just don't ask her to see her Futurama tattoo.
yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
What about some of our customers we've interacted with?
That's a good idea.
Because this is one of the places this video is going to go is career pathway. So Bo Jones, obviously.
Trevor could be a good one to get on the show.
Trevor would be really good.
Yep. Tradesperson type stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. How about trying to think of the other good ones? Cattleman. Jeff
from Cattleman. He's remote.
He's got to come.
He comes here every once in a while. When he comes here, he'll eat pizza. We can make that happen.
Or we take this weekend's on the road.
We go all the way to Florida.
He's in Florida? What?
Yeah.
I thought he's in Nebraska.
He used to be, but he's in Florida right now.
Okay.
He will be in Nebraska at some point here, but he's in Florida like today probably.
All right, we'll go to Florida.
We'll go to Florida. I don't think we have budget for Florida, but we can look.
Not that attitude.
Yeah. We can do Florida. Jeff. Good. We could work on Scott from maybe current project working on there. That might be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Shirty, Chris, maybe?
Oh yeah, that would be a really good one.
Yeah, I bet he's got a lot of insight.
He probably has some good stories too.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe the most important. We want the good juicy stories.
Mm.
Who else has?
I can't think of any other ones in front of us right now for clients.
Okay.
But that's a pretty good list, right?
Yeah, it is a pretty good list.
I guess at least 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, that'll give us a few. I really like the idea of bringing all the like a whole needle episode.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of good.
Having a cohort for big discussions is a good idea.
Yeah, we can ask them all sorts of awkward questions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Trap them.
How about family of people we know that are they don't even understand what we do?
Ooh, I like that because I think we've all experienced this in software. It's probably one of the big things we try to explain to people what we do, and no one ever knows.
It's true. That could be good content.
Yeah. Explain to this person what your spouse does.
Yeah.
Could be like a fun episode.
So when we go to people's homes to film in their home, we get their spouse to come on for 2 or 3 minutes and be like, tell us what they do at work.
Yes.
And then they'll be like, quick buttons, or they talk to AI or something. I don't know.
That's a good. That could be a good sequence
Mm-hmm.
because we've all experienced that pain.
What if we got people in adjacent businesses that only see our sign and don't know what we do to walk over and have a slice of pizza and guess what we do?
We could do that.
And then they'd be like, oh, you guys do software. Actually, I have this idea.
Yeah, it might be the weirdest business development idea ever. I had an idea.
Eat pizza together, share tech ideas. I
Yeah,
think it sounds
yeah,
great.
It sounds great. So first one up, maybe next would be Doug, maybe,
Doug could be a good one.
and then who after Doug? From this list of people.
Jack?
Jack, I like that one.
And or Needle?
I think we do the whole needle.
Yeah.
That might be easier than.
We'll have to do that sooner than later.
It's true.
Yeah, a third of Needle's about to go on maternity leave.
Yeah. Well, we can get that one. We can do that one.
Okay. And then back up to maybe like a Bill
Yeah, that'd be good.
or a Jamie or a client.
Or a client. Let's do Jamie.
Okay.
I think that'll test our ability to filter. Swearing. We'll have to not go too deep into Futurama. It'll be a good test for us at that point. Then maybe follow it up with Bill, and then it would be nice maybe for our 5th episode or our 5th one with guests, kind of whatever number they will be at that time, grabbing a client.
Yeah. We'll be a little more professional by then.
Well, it'll feel better. What client would we want to try first?
Bo?
Oh yeah. Let's go first. So that's kind of our runway.
Cool.
What we're gonna go with. Okay.
All right.
Well, let's do it.
How do we end the episodes?
I don't know. I think it's always gonna be us in this awkward moment of asking how do we end episodes.
Rate the pizza?
Oh yeah, we should rate the pizza.
Also, you gotta have outro stuff too.
Yeah.
If this is going on YouTube, you got outro.
Yeah. But what do you think of the pizza? That's maybe we didn't do that at all. We started talking pizza, then we kind of
Right.
like lost
Is
interest.
this a 10-point scale, letter grades? What are we doing here?
We get to decide right now. Whatever we do, we got to kind of live with.
I'm a fan of 10-point scale,
Okay.
and I like to
Half
define the
numbers or
scale.
no half numbers?
We can do half numbers.
Okay.
Add some granularity, and
Okay.
people will track this over time, so we'll want some granularity.
Yeah. Okay.
So like a 10 is if I'm completely full and you put that pizza in front of me.
I'm still eating.
Yeah, I'm still gonna eat that pizza.
Okay.
Right. So that's the bar for 10.
10 is like maybe the best pizza I've ever had. Right. That's got to.
Yeah.
It's
Because 10. So 9 and above then is I'm eating that even if I'm stuffed.
okay. I'm good with that.
Like a 2 and below is I can't finish it.
Okay.
Like
2 and
I
below.
try to bite and I'm just like, okay, this is just nasty.
Even hungry, like a 2 would
Yeah.
be like the only way I would eat is if I'm like super famished and this was like
Oh,
half
and then a
eaten
1
to
is
death.
you can't even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1's like
Okay.
all right.
5 is just a good, honest staple pizza.
Yeah.
So middle of the road. So that way we're not just biasing everything up.
Maybe real quick, a quick calibration here on the scale.
Uh-huh.
Like where would you put, like a Red Baron,
The best frozen pizza.
yeah, best frozen pizza. That's the
The
word.
best frozen pizza to me is like a good 7 probably.
Okay.
It's not gonna beat a nice freshly baked,
Pizza.
risen dough, fresh
Yeah.
ingredients kind of thing, but that's just a good honest pizza.
Okay. Okay. So 7 is
Yeah.
really good.
Most frozen pizzas to me are landing in that 4 to 7 range.
Okay.
There might be some bad ones in there, but
Yeah.
This guy is really good. Good solid crust, not super duper greasy, nothing offensive about it. Just a good staple pizza. I'd probably give this 7.3.
Ooh. I'm really.
Good solid pizza.
I'll go with a 7 as well. I'm just gonna go straight 7. Don't need to get that level of granularity yet.
I reserve the right to change my scores in future episodes.
In future episodes. But this was really good. I could easily eat a lot of this.
Yeah, true.
If I'm like completely stuffed, it's not quite gonna get me to eat it again.
Yeah.
Eat more.
Yeah.
But it's really good. I think everything on here is really great. To be honest, I think the thing that would make me eat more is it had a better crust.
Yeah, I can see that. Or some other. I was thinking it needs some kind of acidic something in there, like tomatoes or
You need a little more
something
flavor.
vinegary or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, just rich.
Yeah.
With fatty bacon and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Oh, you
Good
got it?
episode.
Yeah.
First episode, and we'll hopefully make another one.
Yep. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if that's enabled. Otherwise, tune in next week when we review what? Are we gonna pick the pizza ahead?
Ooh, I think we should pick the pizza ahead of time. I like that. Yeah.
Casey's breakfast pizza.
Casey's breakfast pizza.
All right. Tune in next week for Casey's sausage breakfast pizza.
Sausage breakfast.
I can do bacon too. We just did bacon.
Yeah, and
Mix it up.
and Doug.
And Doug.
And Doug. All right.
Do we tell Doug ahead of time it's coming?
Or do we ambush?
I like ambush too.
I mean, he's a hard one to track down, so it might be hard to ambush.
That's true. We'll evaluate whether or not to ambush week to week.
Okay. All right. Some people like Jamie. I think we could ambush.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But don't tell her that.
Yeah. Don't tell her. She's probably not watching, so she'll never know.
That's fair.
All right.
All right.
All right.